Last year, when I got rejected from my dream university, it really messed me up. I felt so disappointed and sad. I didn't want to do anything. I stayed in bed all day, barely eating, going outside, or being normal. It was too hard. I lost friends and started having anxiety attacks, which was really hard since I used to be chill and more laid back. At that time, my only goal was just to feel normal again. It was a terrible time, but I'm happy to say that after a year and 94 days, I'm feeling better than ever. And this is how I my life in 90 days. Step 1. Define your goals. I needed direction, so I spent time figuring out what I wanted. And here's what helped me. Identify key areas. Focus on relationships, fun, career, finances, and health. In the whole journey of healing, I realized I had neglected key areas of my life. My relationships were strained. I wasn't having any fun. My career plans were shattered, and my finances were a mess, and my health was declining. I knew I had to address each of these areas to get back on track. Set SMART goals. Make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying get fit, aim for exercise for 30 minutes, 3 times a week. I started small. My first goal was to get out of bed by 6 a.m. every day. It was specific, measurable, and achievable. Once I managed that, I added more goals like exercising for 30 minutes, 3 times a week. This approach helped me rebuild my confidence and create a sense of accomplishment. Break down big goals into smaller steps. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by a huge goal, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. This makes the goal seem less daunting and easier to achieve. When I decided I wanted to improve my health, I didn't just jump into a strict diet and intense workouts. I started by drinking more water each day, then adding a 10-minute walk, and gradually incorporated more changes. Each small step made the larger goal feel more attainable. Step 2. Escape doom scrolling. We've all been there. Endless scrolling. Hours vanishing, and at the end of the day, you've done little more than glue your eyes to a screen. Sound familiar? That constant pull to check your phone can be overwhelming. At my worst, I was clocking 10 to 12 hours daily on my phone, endlessly watching Instagram and TikTok reels, hitting refresh and not much else. Even when I sometimes try to do something productive, I'd somehow end up back on my phone, just wasting time. Let's be real, cutting down on screen time is tough. Very tough. And I'm still struggling to overcome the habits that it formed. Even as I write this, I'm fighting the urge to reach for my phone. But let me tell you, if you're able to fight that urge, the outcome is rewarding. Start by setting boundaries. I found that without set limits, I can use my entire evening to social media. To address this, I've now set a 30-minute timer each night for catching up on my feeds. This small change helps me stay informed without losing track of time. It acts as a mental reminder to disconnect and shift my focus to other evening activities, bringing much-needed structure to my routine. I also focused heavily on curating my social media. It has really been a game changer. Previously, my feeds were filled with negativity, which was quite overwhelming. I decided to unfollow accounts that affected my mood negatively and started following more inspiring and uplifting content. This switch transformed my social media into a source of motivation and introduced me to creators who inspired me to start this channel. Swapping screen time to go be in the real world has also helped me greatly improve my mental health. Instead of scrolling, I go out on walks to meet my friends in real life. Remember how that feels? Fresh air and physical exertion provided me a refreshing break from digital screens, and meeting with my friends helped me connect more with them and grow our relationship outside the illusion of friendship over screen. And I picked up editing. It keeps me occupied and helps me build this community. Now I make it a point to go for a walk after dinner to stay connected with the world beyond my phone. Nothing good ever happens overnight, but slowly you'll find yourself less tied to your phone. Step 3. Build healthy habits and add more. The stress that was associated with my rejection built up my anxiety, and I was experiencing episodes of panic more often. I started to be consumed by all the negative self-talk. It was like my mind was trying to be my worst enemy. It was then I started to look for help. Maintaining a 3GT journal. I simply started noting down 3 good things that happened to me every day. Being more open to therapy. Therapy is legit. Never did I ever think that I'd be someone who'd vibe with therapy. Once I got over the stigma and actually gave it a shot, I discovered the impact it had on me. I've been hitting up my therapy sessions regularly. And honestly, I'm all about spreading the word now. Eat smart. Grab some real food, not just the easy grabs like chips or frozen meals. Load up on fruits, veggies, and whole grains. Toss some lean protein into the mix, and you're golden. Keep it colorful, keep it fresh. See the big picture. Keep a journal or a vision board that reminds you of your goals and what you're grateful for. This can keep you motivated and focused on what matters most to you. Gradually add on to these habits that fit your needs. You'll end up with a routine that's tailored for you. Step 4. Go easy on yourself. This was the most basic but overlooked step in my whole 90-day transformation. Trust me, I made a bunch of mistakes that I don't want you to repeat. I was super hard on myself on those days when I couldn't stick to the plan. Like if I snacked on some chips or a slice of cake or skipped journaling, I'd beat myself up over it. I felt like I was proving to myself that I could never be the person I wanted to be. In therapy, I got this whole new perspective. Those harsh thoughts were actually doing more harm than good. On tough days, I'd spiral, blaming myself for literally everything going wrong. Just be kind to yourself, and here's what helped me. Schedule breaks. Make sure to throw some breaks into your daily grind. This isn't just about avoiding burnout. It's about recognizing that chilling is a legit part of being productive. Learn to prioritize. Some days you just can't hit all your goals, and that's totally fine. Focus on what's urgent and important. This helps you manage your tasks way better and cuts down on the guilt of not ticking every box. Celebrate small wins. Recognize and celebrate even the smallest achievements. This reinforces positive behavior and boosts your self-esteem, making it easier to deal with the days that are kinda meh. Step 5. Consistency over everything. It is not about going hard for a short time. It's about going steady for the long. Everything begins with that one good day. Make that one day happen now, then turn that into one good week, and then one good month. You get the point. Now get out of here. No more scrolling.